You've probably heard about America, right? The band? There's a song called Ventura Highway. Very, very beautiful song. We're gonna be talking about this song, and if you haven't heard it, I suggest you do. But before, check out this video so you can understand a little bit more about the lyrics.
City was not like a city on the surface. The cities on the surface are skyscrapers, you know, big tall buildings and all this. And the inside, they're all the buildings are round. They don't have roofs on them, but they're round. And they're built in and around Mother Nature.
I was sent an email, folks, by a subscriber who told me, listen James, you know how a lot of Hollywood and artists in general are not from Earth. And I was like, yeah, continue. You know, I responded to the email and I said, you have a point there, right? A lot of them say that they're from Venus. A lot of reports, you know, they make jokes about it in MIB movies, for example.
Excuse me, Mr. Warhol, can we have a minute?
Now's not a good time. This is a BM.
Just a few questions.
Organic, eh? Were you trying to blow my cover?
Agent W, your cover is safe. Whoa, Andy Warhol is one of us?
So a lot of, they say this person explains in this email that America might actually be like the Beatles, for example, and many other bands. People even believe Jim Morrison was an alien, for example. Elvis, maybe. Now, this is gonna back up a lot of theories on a lot of people who believe Elvis didn't die. You know, a lot of people who believe that there's more. So, if we're gonna talk about this, I'm gonna have to be open with you, and I'm gonna have to tell you that there might be extra districts on this planet. For example, we have Earth, right? And then we have supposedly Antarctica, which is a nice ring which protects us from other districts. And there's a map that was made by Vince White depicts the second ring, right? So let's just say that America, by any chance, came from the second ring. There's also a third ring, and there's a fourth ring, and so on, right? And there's this last ring. In this last ring, you can see more than one sun, and they call it the twilight sun, where the sun never sets. And this is because it works like a stadium, a football stadium. So the first ring is lower than the second ring, than the third ring. So the highest ring will be the last one, right? And when you reach this last ring, you can see all the suns in a twilight position. So the sun never sets. So it's kind of day all the time.
They're not, you don't see any highways or sidewalks or anything like this.
You mentioned the light going in.
Yes.
Did you look up once you landed?
Yes, and I saw a sun that never moved.
What color was it?
It was more between an orange and a yellow.
Could you feel the heat coming from it?
A heat, yeah, more like a soft heat. It wasn't harsh at all. It wasn't bright either. It was very easy on the eyes.
So is there any time of day on the surface that you'd say would be similar to that kind of a lighting effect?
Twilight, maybe.
Lighting effect.
Twilight, maybe.
The day lasts longer, right? But it's night time all the time, because the sun is never at noon position, right? And they have this, it's a different light. It's a UV light, whatever light it is. It's always nighttime, but you can see the suns, and they look pink from the horizon. Now, this is supposedly the last ring of the districts, right? Where a lot of people believe that the controllers of the entire story are lizards, lizard people. Jim Morrison talked about the lizard people. Now let's talk about America and Ventura Highway, the song, and let's understand what they were actually talking about. Let's just say that maybe they went to this district. Let's read the lyrics a little bit. Chewing on a piece of grass, walking down the road. Tell me, how long are you gonna stay here, Joe? I believe this is the lizard talking to him. Some people say this town don't look good in snow. You don't care, I know. I actually don't know what he's talking about, but you can comment below what you think this means, okay? Ventura Highway, in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. You're gonna go, I know. So here is a very, very important part of it. Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are longer, the nights are stronger than moonshine. Very interesting part here, because here he confirms the days are longer, the nights are stronger, which means that it's nighttime all the time.
They would be similar to that kind of a lighting effect.
Twilight, maybe.
Lighting effect.
Twilight, maybe.
The days are longer because it's never night or day. The nights are stronger because it's always night than moonshine. So you know that night where you have the strong moon? Right, that's how it looks like in the last district. It's always very, very bright. It's nighttime, but it's very, very bright. And you're gonna go, I know, because you're not allowed to stay there. So the lizard is talking to the guy. Because the free wind is blowing through your hair like you're free now. You came here and you're a free man. You know about the districts. And the days surround your daylight. So here I believe he's talking about the districts once again. The suns. I told you guys about the suns, right? The many suns that are in this system, and you can see most of them within this last district. So the days surround your daylight. Do you get the point here? Okay, so let's continue. There, seasons crying no despair. The season there, it's very interesting. There, right over there, you know, there in the last district, the seasons are crying but no despair, right? Why are the seasons crying? Because there are no seasons. There's no winter, there's no summer, there's no season in this last district. The weather is just the same all the time. Now here this is when it gets really weird. Alligator lizards in the air. Seasons cry no despair. Alligator lizards in the air. Are you freaked out now? Are you like waking up? Like, at first you're probably like, James, you're right off your bed. You're crazy. You know, you're crazy. But now you're probably like, wait a fucking minute. This guy has a point. To show you guys is the explanation that I understand about America, and maybe America being from another district, or actually reaching another district, having contact with lizards, and then coming, back from this district and telling people through songs. So, wishing on a falling star. For flat earthers who do not believe, flat earthers believe that falling stars may be actually falling angels.
Though it will be difficult to pick mirror out from the stars as they pass behind us. Though it will be difficult to pick mirror out from the stars as they pass behind us. Though it will be difficult to pick mirror out from the stars as they pass behind us.
The falling ones, UFOs, right? So this is very weird, right? Wishing on a falling star. Watching for the early train, sorry boy, but I've been hit by purple rain. So this person here is in the last district, talking to a lizard, for example, and the lizard is telling him like he has to go. You know, you're gonna have to go. I know, right? So he's there, wishing on a falling star because theoretically, in the last district, you were very close to the stars, very close to the stars. So he's looking at the stars, right? And he's watching for the early train, which is gonna take him back to Earth. Now, which is the very interesting part here is purple rain. I know purple rain has a lot of meanings, different meanings, but there is a specific part of an interview with Billy Woodward, which is a man who says he's been to these other districts on YouTube.
Pink mist comes down. Went through 3 different segments of decontamination. After the 3rd trip down, we go into another, we step into an elevator.
You mean like a level? Is it so? You say with 3 levels or 3? The pink mist comes down. You said there were 3.
There was 3 different levels. So you had the first level, blue mist, second level, pink mist, and the final level didn't seem like a mist at all, but yet it was coming down.
Are you naked this whole time?
Oh yeah. Well, every time we step into a building, not in the car, no.
Now here, let's continue. The song. Oh, come on, Joe. You can always change your name. And then he answers, thanks a lot, just the same. So what he's saying is, like, I'm gonna have to leave, right? I'm gonna have to take the train. I'm gonna have to pass by the purple rain. And then the reptilian says, oh, come on, Joe. You can always come back, you know, change your name on Earth, you know, keep doing that. And then he says, thanks a lot, you know, I'm tired of doing that. Just the same, you know, so it's just the same. So, I know a lot of people believe that, for example, maybe Elvis is not dead, Michael Jackson maybe not dead, Tupac maybe not dead, a lot of other people maybe not dead, like Jimi Hendrix, you know, not a lot of people.
I need to know why. What did we do wrong? Why do you hate us?
If she opens her mouth against Suta, David, continue. Tell him why I came.
Idach manamai, kjana mortur steda, kuiva, hon itam sa stater kreda.
Uarnonem.
What did he say? What did he say?
Jim Morrison. And they just changed their name. There's even a video on YouTube showing a guy who looks like Jim Morrison. And people affirm that he is Jim Morrison, that he just changed his name. Now, how fucking weird is that? This song here, folks, is explaining bit by bit how it all works, but it's just too encrypted. You have to know a lot about it.
Seasons crying, no despair.
Very clear. It was crystal clear. Now it's all just too scary. You know, come at people, we should think about it. This is really crazy, I know. And don't forget to share if you think this is interesting, right? Leave a like, and I'll see you again.